Sonar, turn that equipment off. We got a diver in the
That's
water.
not our sonar.
What are you talking about? Shit.
The man immediately realized that there might be other submarines in the area. He quickly notified Carl, telling him that there could be submarines from other countries nearby. Carl turned around and saw the outline of a submarine. He immediately changed direction and started running as fast as he could. But this was underwater, and Carl was wearing a heavy diving suit. Every step was incredibly difficult. To make things worse, Carl's oxygen hose got tangled in the submarine's wing. In an instant, Carl was dragged by the submarine. Thankfully, the wing was smooth enough that the oxygen hose broke free. But to his surprise, right in front of him was the submarine's engine. Carl was getting closer and closer to the blades. He had lost contact earlier. The man kept trying to reach Carl, but there was no response. They immediately alerted the rescue team to save Carl. Carl slowly regained consciousness, and when the man heard Carl's reply, he let out a huge sigh of relief. Not only did Carl manage to escape, but he also accidentally found the missile they had been searching for. The missile was being lifted, but Carl felt something was wrong. The next second, the crane couldn't handle the missile's weight and broke. The missile fell back into the water, and the powerful force caused the supports on the ship to snap. Carl pushed the soldiers out of the way, but he was knocked to the ground. Carl's leg was injured, and he was rushed to the hospital. His wife told him that his leg was severely damaged and that he could no longer dive. He stared at a picture of his father and remembered what his father had told him. Carl couldn't accept that he wouldn't be able to dive anymore. The media soon caught wind of the news and rushed over. They called Carl a hero. The media hoped Carl would recover soon and enjoy a happy retirement. But that wasn't what Carl wanted. His former instructor heard about Carl's injury. He sent Carl an article about a pilot who, after losing a limb, returned to work successfully. This story gave Carl a new hope. He decided he would pass the test in 12 weeks. Since there was a precedent, his superiors reluctantly agreed to Carl's request, but they didn't believe he could succeed. His wife didn't understand Carl's decision either. Because of his job, Carl was often away for months at a time. He was always the first one to rush into dangerous situations. His wife couldn't understand why he was doing this, but Carl was absolutely determined to go through with it. Unable to convince him, his wife turned and walked away.